Hey, what's up, OWN? Tornaga coming at you. Been waiting to make this video, but it's time now. We're gonna talk about the C40 push. As you saw, like already early in this 50% event, we've been pushing a lot of people. We got Jammin at C34, and I think he's basically ready for 35 because I saw he's building his wall. I don't know if he has, maybe he doesn't have the 500 badges or not. I don't know. Hopefully he'll be there quick though. You see Trib actually made it to 35, and he actually got his shooting range to 35, and he's making T11 distance. Dodge already is 35, and he's becoming a monster. He's already a 500 million player at C35. I'm sure he's close to 36. And here's the baby. The baby went up to 36 today. Things are going good for the baby. All right, so we got other people. I know Jarhead's pushing hard to get to 30. I know that homie is trying to get there. He's at 28 now. Right? He's close. I know that couple other people. I know that Sirs wants to get to that 35. I know Billy's working to get there to that 35. Liz is working on 30. She's getting there. She's at 28. I know Gavi working on that 30, 28. Ice working to get to that 30. And I know Celtic, she's working to get there. She's at 27. So like you can see, we have a lot of players like we're very close to having basically all of our players, our main players at C30 and above. Like if it doesn't happen this event, it's going to happen next event. And then we have another group that are very close to being C35s that are like, Megan and Wolf can't play right now. And if they do ever come back to this game, they'll both be C35s. And I mean, the good news is hopefully they check in once in a while on their accounts, and they just keep collecting every day all the badges that, that they're earning for still being in this alliance. So, and that way, when they do decide to come back, they'll have a ton of badges, and all they'll really need is to wait for a 50% event. All right, so what's our plan? Like, okay, getting to C40 is a different animal than getting to C35 because, let's just be honest, that 50% discount is gone, and that's the big issue. The 50% discount is an issue for one reason and one reason only, is because of badges. So you can see now that every time I need to upgrade this castle, I need 1,000 badges for the castle. And if I want to upgrade, I have to upgrade my 3 military buildings. They're each going to cost 300. So that's 3 of them. That's 900. So that means that's costing 1,900 for each level after 35. So you can see, like, obviously my castle is 36, but these 3 buildings are 35 because I don't have any more badges, right? So, let's talk about, we do have a plan to get badges. Like we said, we're buying them every day in the mines in here. If you buy your badges, your 2 badges every day in here, in these mines, you can buy 12 a day. So we talked about how that's 360 a month, and we're earning badges through our alliance chests. And remember, that's 72 a week, and we've got to, reminder, work hard to get this last chest open. We missed it the last couple weeks. So we need another 100,000. I think we can get it. We have 19 hours. So there's another 270 plus 360. That's roughly 600. Now, one thing that surprised me this month, no Tide of Darkness, right? Because that's usually an event we earn about 100 to 200 badges at least, right? So I'm hoping we get that. And then finally, you get 2 of these a month. And you can earn roughly now, it used to be much more. I think it's about 80 to 100 badges if you pay the $15 to open up all of these. And you can see, just pay the $15. You don't have to open these chests. I have 17 keys and I don't even want to open these chests because I don't like what comes in them. I'm not enthusiastic about most of this loot. So I'm like, maybe I'll save these keys and maybe something better will come out in one of these challenges somewhat. So, the way I see it, you're gonna earn every month between a minimum of 620 to maybe around 1,000 badges a month for free. No money out of your pocket. So once you're C35, when we get these 50% events, now you have the option of buying them. So now you can buy 1,000 for 1,500, whatever the masks are this time, or whatever coin they call it. That is a totally attainable number. If you for 7 days of upgrades, you'll get more than 1,500 of those masks just doing your normal upgrading. And so again, you could get another 1,000 for free. Okay. So if you look at it from this way, this event comes roughly every 6 weeks, it seems. So it would seem like in a 12-week period, you would earn about 5,000 badges. You could buy 1,000, 2,000 from 2 of these events in 12 weeks, and then earn another 3,000 or so. So how do you apply those badges? There are some ideas to this. Now let's talk about it, okay? When leveling up the C40, the buildings you must level up first, because it's going to require for your next upgrades, are always going to be your wall and always going to be this academy. You got to level those every castle level from 36 up. So you can't get around that, okay? You have to take the embassy and the Hall of War to 36. And you got to take the warehouse to 37, okay? You need to take infantry barracks to 38. So that means from 35, that's 3 upgrades, 36, 37, 38. So you have to have at least 900 badges. They don't require you to upgrade the stables or the shooting range to get to C40, okay? So if you were doing, and of course you got to upgrade this airship. This is a cheap upgrade too. You got to do this just to get your scripts, just to get these extra scripts every level, okay? So, but really, if you were to do bare minimum, if you just said, I want to get to C40, and then I'll deal with building troops, right? Because that's one way of looking at it. You don't have to there's the even way of doing it, like saying, I want to get all 3 of these buildings upgraded with each level. Or there's the faster way saying, I want to get to C40, get there, and then, I'll already be C38 here. I can maybe get a quick 600 badges and push that to C40 and start building. Or you can say, I'll just need 1,500 badges to get this up to C40, because that'll be at 35 still, right? And you need 5 upgrades. I mean, there is more than one way. So how do you want to take your journey as a C35? Whatever way works best for you financially. And like I said, every person will have a different turn. So I kind of cheated a little bit today. I was going to try to spend no money on badges. I think I spent $10 on badges though. They were selling them. They were selling them in here. I think I was short it's in limited deal. So I think I was short about, how much was it? 100 or something. So I bought a $10 pack to get 140. And then just so I could go to 36. And you know what I did too is, because we're having this big spender event, here's something to think about when these are running. I was only at 20,000 spent. And since they're giving masks for spending for other stuff, I was like, let me put all my buffs on. So when I put all the buffs on to upgrade the castle with gold, because I was like, it would have taken a lot of speed ups. Because even if all the buffs, it still was going to be 26 days or something, which is a lot of speed ups. And I was like, that's a lot of speed ups. I don't want to buy any. It cost, because I put all the buffs on, it cost 68,000 gold. So I did that because of Big Spender, and it got me up to like mission 4 done, right? So it got me a little bit over 100 of those masks. Wasn't a bad investment. I mean, it saved me a ton of speed ups. I didn't have to worry about any speed ups for that castle upgrade. So just something to think about when you're doing these events. Maybe that's going concurrent. So that's going to be the path. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to just say, fuck it, let's get this castle to 40, put all your aristocrat badges that you earn towards each upgrade, and just putting the bare minimum buildings? Like, if you look at this upgrade, what do we need? We need wall to 36 and embassy to 36. Well, I got news. To get embassy to 36, that's, if you're already at 35, it's one upgrade, and then wall to 36, that's one upgrade. But you got to do this building because that's coming up, the next one for 37, and you got to do the academy because that's coming up, every one of them, because that's one of your last upgrades. Is to go to C40, and infantry's coming, so you might want to work on that because you're gonna have to get that to 38. So those are some of your bare minimums, and also I would do Hall of War. I would definitely do Hall of War. So those are some of your minimums, like along with the airship. So figure it out. Like, what's your path? What is your path? How do you want to get there? And then worry about doing these over time. Because to be honest, like right now, if you were to look at both of my accounts, what are my best guards? Distance, but I'm trying to switch to cavalry for this account. I am trying to make my 2 best guards him and her. Because I think this game might be going towards cavalry, so I'm going to try to get ahead with this account. I'm already sold out on distance for my other account. Like, I got to stick with that. Like, I'm not going to invest in cavalry in that account right now. I mean, this account, I'm not so sold on distance. I can kind of focus more on cavalry. So if that's the case, I'm definitely going to be leveling this building up every level because I want to get this right to 40 as soon as I can, because I'll start building a bunch of cavalries. And so you kind of want to tailor your strategy to your guards. Are your guards the distance? Are they the best? Then you want to maybe work on this building, the shooting range, and not worry so much about the cavalry. Let the cavalry stay at 35. Let this stay at 38. Get it to 38, and that's it, right? I mean, and then say, I'll focus on this building, and then getting my castle to 40. Lots of ways to do this, lots of strategies. So let's keep working. If you ever want to throw money at badges, that's going to get you there quicker. Resources are ridiculously cheap. Like, my suggestion, here's my suggestion. I found this person online. Luca set me up with them. So here's what I can buy from this person. Here's their offer. You can see it right here. For $50, it's package 2. 2 billion wood, 2 billion food, 500 million silver. 500 million iron and 200 million silver, $50. That's enough resources. That right there is enough resources to get you all the way to C40. That for $50. That $50. Those resources would get you all the way to C40. One caveat, though. The food ain't going to last because your troops are going to eat it unless you have a really small army. And by the way, if you want to deal with this person, let me know. I'll hook you up online. But the rest of that stuff, the wood, the silver, the iron, that's enough. That will get you all the upgrades you need to do. That's enough. So I want you to think about this. The resources to go from 35 to 40 is really going to cost you $50. So I don't even know if you need to mess with the farm. And some of you guys with lower castles, those resources would get you from C26 to C33, C34 easily, especially if you're using your 50% buffs. And so, it's a tiny investment. I will say it'll take you a shit ton of time to get it all because you just attack castles. So I did it with this account today, and it took me 3 hours with my baby account. And it's boring as shit, but it's like part of, like, I look at it as a job, so get it done, right? So I want you to think of that as an option, because I know some of you are like, well, resources. Hey, for $50 you can get all the resources you need to get you to C30, C40. I mean, think of it like that. It's not that much money. So really, it just comes down to then speed ups. Well, thank God for the ship, going in here. Stockpile your speed ups. Stockpile them. Get in there every day, buy them, and hoard them. Don't use them for anything. Just say they're for castles. And then remember all the buffs you can put on to lower your time. That's the other key. You got to put all the buffs on to lower your production, to lower your, your construction time. And if you don't know that, I put that in one of my previous vids. If you don't remember it or you can't find the vid, just email me and I'll give you a link to that video. It'll knock off tons of days off of your building research. It will really make it faster. So it's there. You can do it. It can be done. I mean, we could be looking at around January having 3, maybe 4 more people with C40s, and behind them another 3 or 4 people with C35s, and we keep following this path, and then we'll just keep growing. A lot of people are in this game for the long run, so you don't have to be to C40 by next January. I mean, you might take you till next June, then just get there. I mean, it's a doable goal for anybody, whether you want to spend money or whether you want to do it totally free. Just remember, the more free you want to do it, the longer it takes. The more money you're willing to invest, the quicker it takes. That's all. I could build a C40 in 2 days if someone gave me the money. I don't know what kind of stats it would have, because, it takes a while to get stats because you got to accumulate a ton of other shit. But, I mean, as far as just all I would need to do is get it built up and build 1 million troops. Once I had, maybe 2 million. Once I have 2 million troops, then I can start getting resources from an outside source, and then just fly up all the way to the top. Wouldn't take very long at all. So it's just a matter of money, and it's a matter of time. That's all it is. So great job, everybody. We're growing. Megan Wolf, I hope that you make it back to this game. It kind of sucks not having you play. You're a big part of this game and our community. So hopefully things are going well enough that you will be able to make it back. All right. I'll check you out later, OWN. See ya.